Hello, welcome back to It's All Jan. It is a beautiful, finally, Thursday in New Jersey. And yesterday I just needed to get out of the house and I decided that it was a good time to go do some thrifting. Now, I don't really need anything, but sometimes you just need to thrift a little bit to get your creative juices going, and it really helps. Um, so the total, I went to the Salvation Army, which there's one from probably about 15 minutes from me. And I spent a total of $58.53. I did buy a few items for myself. So let's see, I spent four, six, I think like $8 on some personal items. So let's get started. I'm going to take a sip of coffee because it's still that time of day for me. And while I'm sitting here, I've got my favorite candle going. I think I'm going to have to buy some more of those. And I've got a nice serene picture on my TV with some very low music that I do not own the rights to, but just very, very low, soothing, just creating a relaxing environment to work in. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why. I know why, because I'm here. Okay, let's get started. So I bought, first thing I bought is some fabric. And this is about almost 2 yards of fabric. And I just thought, super cute, country fabric. And this was $1.99. I think that I'll probably get, I think I'll probably get close to $10 for this. Just some stuff around here. Sorry for the noise. So that was, I think that was a good purchase. I already looked it up. I don't see this exact pattern, and it's just a Joann's fabric, but I think that, again, I think I'll do pretty good on it. It's got that country feel to it, so I'm good and happy with that. Next thing I actually bought some. This is fabric for myself because I'm really wanting to make a lighter robe for myself, and I want to make it kind of kimono style. So this actually ended up being almost 6 yards of fabric, and I just think, I don't know, I have this thing for paisley. I've loved paisley since I was in high school. I like the colors, and I don't know, I just think it'll make a really pretty robe. So I'll make sure that I make a video about that. I'm not an expert sewer, but I can get away with it. I paid $2.99 for that, and I mean, really think about it. What is bothering me down here? Sorry. $2.99 for almost 6 yards of fabric in this day and age is fantastic. I came across some cross stitch kits. This is Dimensions. This was $2.99, and this is a Christmas stocking. I could get potentially up to $30 for this. I think realistically I'll probably get 25, but I know that I've made good money on these in the past. I know that they can go for very good money. It just, you just have to make sure you hit the right person. I know it's not Christmas, but I'm going to list this because you never know. Somebody could be thinking about next Christmas already. So it's not going to do no harm in listing it. The next thing I got is a Winnie the Pooh needlepoint. And again, that was $2.99. Oh, actually, I changed this to $1.99. I think that the girl at the register might have mistaken me, charged me $1.99 for this. So yeah, it's just a sampler, and I guess it could be framed, for a kid's room. Super nice. It's never been opened or anything, so it's got all its pieces. And then the next one I got is another Dimensions, and this is a snowman, and he was also $2.99, and he's never been opened. The other one was never opened either. So again, this is something, it could go for $30, $25, $35, somewhere in there. I'm not sure how much I'll get for the Winnie the Pooh item. I'm gonna just be conservative and say 15. So we'll see. The next item I got is this. I'm so in love with this. This is really going to be hard to give up. If you know me personally, I have an affinity for glassware. I have a lot of it. And this is so cute with the lemon slices on it. They're kind of different patterns, but it is Pyrex. It's a good size. Now, I know that this used to have a lid that should go on the top of it. I've actually seen online that there were glasses that go with it too. I obviously I don't have the lid. I'm gonna look to see if I can get one that is reasonable. And also I'm gonna compare prices to see if it makes a difference. But I only paid $1.99 for this. So if I get $10, I'd be happy. 15, I think I can get between 10 and 15. And then of course, if nobody buys it, I get to keep it. Probably not what my husband wants to hear. Okay. I mostly have everything on the floor near me. So their clothing yesterday was 50% off the ticketed price. So I looked in the men's section. The women's section, there was just a lot, and I had been there for so long that I didn't really look at the women's section enough. It was a little bit crowded in that area. I kind of don't, when I'm in the store right now, I kind of don't want to be in the more crowded areas. So the men's section wasn't crowded at all. So I felt comfortable there. So this is what I picked up. Now this one is definitely going to need some washing. The other two looks like they had dry clean tags on them, so they were recently dry cleaned. But this one has a little bit of sweat, I'll say, around the collar. So I'll just wash this with a little bit of OxiClean, and that'll get it right out. And then I'll steam it or iron up. But so it's a men's Aloha shirt. The brand is Bahama Bay Club. I have to look them up. I don't really know too much about them, but it's an extra large, so it's a decent size. And the ticket price on this was $4.99. So it was after the discount, it was $2.50. So really, you can't go bad. I mean, again, even if I only make $10 on it, I've made a decent profit. $10 plus shipping. I rarely do free shipping. And then it's got nice buttons on it. So very good condition, no stains, just this collar area, and I do think that with a little OxyClean, I can wash it right off. The only thing I hate that the Salvation Army does is they staple all their tags on, and I didn't really care for that, but very carefully just take them out. The next one I got, this brand is just called Turtle. I've never heard of it, but again, it's an extra large, and it was $3.99. So I paid $2 for it, and I just think it's a really cool pattern. I think they'll do well, even though they're not 2X or 3X, but still extra large is, I think that's a pretty um, general man's size. And the weather is improving. So I think, again, this will do well. And this one I thought was really interesting. So it's what I call broadcloth. So this actually is, I think it's a 2X. Oh no, this is a large. It looks larger. It looks bigger than a large though. So this was $3.99. So again, with 50% off, it was $2. And I don't know. I just thought it was a nice, interesting pattern. It looks bigger than a large to me. I mean, to me, I'll have to take measurements, but I almost feel like it's an extra large. Maybe it's supposed to be a little bit larger, but I don't know. I just thought the fabric was really neat. Kind of gives me like an old Hawaii feel. No stains on it. Whoever took care of it either never wore it or took really good care of it. Couple threads here, but easy enough to pull off. Actually, I just pulled them right off. So again, another one. I think I can get at least $10 each for them. All right, another sip of coffee. Let's look at some small stuff. So I got these mugs. There were 2 of them. And I scanned the shelves to think, I scanned the shelves thinking maybe there's more than one. Or more than 2, I'm sorry. They were 99 cents a piece. You can see by looking at this one, the pattern is like, just like this little rooster pattern. Guess I had something with roosters yesterday, but they can easily stack, which I think is really cool. They're stamped Japan on the bottom, so that tells me that they are of vintage nature. They've got a nice glaze on it, but there is some crazing on the glaze. No cracks or anything. I just think that they're a nice little two little coffee mugs, and they're vintage. They probably are most likely mid-century modern. And I just recently sold a mug tree with mugs sort of like this. So I know that these are desirable. I haven't really looked these up yet. I'm gonna say, again, probably about $10 for the set, maybe more, but I'll look them up a little bit more. But I just thought at 99 cents, that was a good find. So they're in good shape. And even though Christmas is over, obviously I'm still looking at Christmas stuff. So this is Silvestre. And I don't know what made me look at this. I think because it was in a box and it was shiny, and I don't know anything shiny I look at, but I looked it up. Definitely some value in these. So this is like dripping glass ornament, and that has like this like little icicle thing at the bottom. So they're like 2 bells with an icicle. Um, I think they're around the 70s, I think. It appears to be in decent condition. I don't really see anything that broke off. Nothing feels rough here, so I think everything's intact. So it was just 99 cents. So I looked these up. I mean, I've seen some of these go for, I keep on losing my spot, $20. So again, I don't know why $10 is my go-to right now, but if I got $10 on a 99-cent purchase, I would be very happy. And I like the box has this nice protective insert. We'll need to be very careful with that because I am dangerous with glass. And then this is another, this is another Silvestri. And this has the item number on it and everything, which is so cool. And again, it was just 99 cents. And you can see how pretty this is. This is a beautiful peacock. And you can't tell on camera, but it has a bit of a hollow sheen to it. Fortunately, it's not going to pick it up if I turn this off. Now, so nice little hollow sheen. But again, it's in really good condition. I'm not finding any pieces missing. It's just so cute. So that was just wrapped in bubble wrap. So again, my research on these Silvestri ornaments is that they do very well. And I'm going to list them now because, again, you don't know who's looking. Maybe it'll be a Mother's Day, Father's Day gift for somebody for who knows. Okay. Those did all that. I've got 2 items that came from the coffee area. So this was $3.99, and this is a Bodum French press. I picked it up just because I thought the color was really interesting. Like, to me, it had like a nice, like, sorry, I'll get this, 80s flair to it. And I don't know, something just told me I needed to pick this up. And I thought for $3.99, again, I definitely think I can make my money on it. I love coffee a lot, so if it ends up not selling, I can always keep it because I had a black one like this and I broke it. So, but again, I would much rather sell it and make some money on it. So I looked this up, and apparently this is a 70th anniversary edition that they made a couple years ago. So this is in really good condition. It needs to be washed. I'll take it apart later on today and wash it really good. I think that I can sell this for between $20 and $25 because it is an anniversary edition. I know that they're not hugely sought after, but there's definitely a lot of people out there that love coffee just as much as I do. So, yeah, so I'm going to get this washed up, get it photographed, and get this baby sold. So I was super excited about this. And then another item that was sort of coffee related again is this little espresso pot for the top of the stove. Now this was $4.99. I'm not sure if I did a good thing by buying this or not, but it's in really good condition. So obviously you're not making a ton of espresso with this, but it doesn't look like it was ever used. So you got your filter inside. The handle is wood, and then you unscrew the bottom. You got your little cup for your grounds, for your water. I mean, we'll see. $4.99 might have been a little bit much for this. You're only going to make one tiny cup. And I guess if that's all you really need to make, then it'll work. I have to say, I have been wanting a little stovetop espresso pot. So if all I can get from it is the $4.99 I paid for it, I may just keep it for myself. But it still has the instructions in it. Oh, and even has a business card. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, everything's still in there. So we'll see. I'm gonna look at it. It doesn't appear to ever have been used. So I'll look it up. We'll see. Oh, I knew I had one more do-it-yourself item. So when I was in the area where the fabric was, I would just kind of looked around, and they have these little bins, and it's not a very organized area, but these little bins. So I found this pattern, Simplicity Home, and it's for tab top curtains, and it felt to me like it had never been opened, and I was like, oh, well, that's pretty neat. Just 99 cents. And it's never been cut. So, if somebody's still, because we're all still kind of quarantining, if somebody wants to make their own curtains, there you go. Again, I think this is a good $10 item. And maybe even more, who knows? I have looked some of these things up. I just haven't looked up all of them. Maybe I'll look this one up in a second, just to see. Now, I was looking in the purse section, and I found these two vintage purses. And I thought they were super cool. So this one was $3.99. And at first I thought it was sort of like a good 90s remake of vintage. But I don't know, it's very, the handle's worn for sure. Then I opened it up to see the inside. And this is definitely a much older purse than the 90s for sure. Yeah. So I don't know what year this was made, but I definitely think it's much older than the 90s. And I think it's handmade too. I could be wrong, but That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. There's definitely wear on it, but it's super pretty. And I think that if anybody likes vintage purses, I think they'll like this. I mean, just perfect for a little dress, little evening gown when I start to get to that point. Um, this one might need a little repairing. Okay, so this is another vintage item, and I think I scooped this up so quickly that I didn't even look at the price of it. So this was $9.99. I might have paid a little too much for this, but I think it's really neat. So you have your tassels on either side. It's got this like carpet bagger type feel to the fabric. And then when you open it, it's just got this very nice black fabric inside. Now I'm looking over here. I do think it probably needs a little repairing. I'll try to, looks like over here we're starting to get some fraying of the fabric. So I might try to go in there and just fasten that up a little bit with a few whip stitches. But yeah, I just thought it was so neat. I mean, I wish I hadn't been so enthusiastic about it, but I don't know. I still think somebody's gonna like it. And it's got this cool chain on it. I don't know. I now I'm doubting myself, but I think it's still pretty neat. I'm happy with it. But I was really shocked to find these two vintage items in the in that area. So that's it. Wow, I thought this was going to be much longer. I thought it was going to take forever. Let me just real quick. I want to look up this pattern. Simplicity. Tab top. Let's see. So I see one, just mine uncut, $6. So it's not terrible. It's not great. I'll put it a little bit higher to see if I can get a little bit more out of it. Maybe I'll check the keywords that they were using, and maybe they just weren't using enough keywords. One of the things is they put they didn't use enough keywords, and that could be it too. But again, I only paid 99 cents for it, so that's all I have in it. That's all I. So if I get $6, $7, $8, I'm still doing okay. So that was my haul. I definitely think that I'll make some money. I don't think I'll make a ton of money. I mean, we always want to make a ton of money, right? But I think I'll make a pretty decent amounts. And my goal today is to get it all photographed and listed on eBay and put what I can on my Etsy store and my Poshmark store. Um, I have this habit of coming home and I'm so excited because I've made these purchases and then I sort of like get distracted by something else, or you go out and you make a great purchase and you want to buy more. So that's definitely my goal, is to get them done. If there's anything that you saw in this video today that you are interested in, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to work out a price for you. If you liked this content and you want to see more content like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell, and that way you can be notified when I go live or when I have a new video up. But yeah, this was fun. I really enjoyed it. It felt really good to get back out and do some thrifting, and I hope to get some more sold so I can continue to go out and thrift. I just can't see selling or going out a lot if I have a lot to sell. Again, this was just getting my creative juices going and getting myself all revved up to, do the hard part, the photographing, the listing, the weighing, and but you got to do all that to get to the selling. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Get out, enjoy this beautiful weather, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.